feet.
The boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant turns the engine off. Then there's silence.
I wasn't really into it at the start of the song, but it turned out to be a really good song. That would have sort of fit for a credit scene, wouldn't it? Just sort of roll credits on the side so you don't have to have a credit scene at the end that takes like 10 minutes.
In the silence, a sputter of wings. A flock of quails takes off in the distance.
Let's go.
He whispers. I'm back. The rusted chain trails off into the ocean. What's that noise?
The chain trails off into the ocean, connecting the island to the supply depot on the coast.
This leads to the depot and Land's End.
Ah, yes, so it seems.
What do you think it was used for?
For bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And supplies? You could also lock the bay when you raise the chain.
As a defensive measure, lock it off that side of the bay.
Lock it from whom?
From enemies. Enemies of the commune of Revachol. This sea fort was a revolutionary fortification, I believe.
Okay. A makeshift bridge. The bombs were powerful enough to break the foundation. Okay. Okay, we can't get anywhere really here. These tires are falling apart. They're at least 50 years old. Okay. Well, let's get up then. Not like we have any other choice. Some fuel has leaked out of the barrel, black viscous, and there's a lingering trace of mazoots in the air. Attention, inflammable. You know I still had those cigarettes, right? What is this? This barrel says Elysium. You see a star with little specks in it. You recognize this little birch from the coin-operated viewer. Oh. No way to get up there. Stairs are gone. Well, I guess we'll have to get inside then. Okay, there's a big coin-operated viewer. Oh, I got totally fucked by the angles and everything there. I thought we were on the floor there. It's weird. Anyway, this was once an armament rest. Twin cannons were attached here, medium distance, large caliber. Careful, these stairs have collapsed, as has most of anything else.
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall to your right. The lieutenant puts his hand on the metal barrel, checking for warmth.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
Where do these wires lead?
Downstairs, somewhere?
What kind of generator is this?
Liquid carbon. I would imagine it takes mazout.
He points to the open fuel cap on the side of the dynamo.
The kind that's favored by vagrants and fuel thieves. It's been a long winter, long and cold.
If anyone stayed here, they'd need a generator.
Tap on the side.
The hollow ring, the canister is empty. Dust falls from the generator and down into the ammo lift.
Let's pour some fuel into it.
The lieutenant assists you, holding the canister up to the fuel tank as you tilt. Dark brown, viscous fluid pours out, and the room fills with a chemical smell. There's a red starter switch on the side of the cylinder and a start rope on the other side. The lieutenant flicks the switch.
Pull the rope.
The recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters like an old warhorse before settling down to a rattle.
That should do it.
Alright. Books, mostly fantastique and historical fiction. Dishes stained with sauce and fire. A survivor's kitchen. Come on. Palm arrow a shirt. Alright. You see candles planted on a broken rangefinder.
Books and magazines lie scattered on the floor and on a makeshift cupboard. They are not particularly well organized.
Sift through them.
Most are soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic Animal Adventures, popular depictions of man versus nature by amateur naturalists T&T Harpin, husband and wife, widely read by people from all walks of life. Who doesn't like nature? Who doesn't want to survive? Among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories, you find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Lieutenant inspects a softcover. Let's increase our conceptualization before we get to that. Not here. Where do we have conceptualization? I'm sure we have a couple of things that can improve our chances at this. Just need to find them. It would be really nice if this was in some sort of more orderly fashion. And I'm pretty sure I could order it manually, but how would I even... where would I even begin? Might as well just look through everything all the time. That should be it. Excuse me.
Soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories. Animal. Oh yes, under the bed, there is a rather extensive collection of critical theory, that is, dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature, published by small imprints such as Abattoir Firm and Ouzia. It's not exactly like reading.
Look, Kim, a book. Left wing. I have no comments, do you?
Ouzia. Humanitarian sciences. Stands out. Not a lot of critical theory around in Ravachol West anymore.
Your incendiary remark has failed to provoke him. Wasn't there some in the communist student's room?
A student in the apartment building seemed to have some as well.
Well, yes. That one student did.
The little books seem inconsequential next to the big pile of frivolous entertainment covering them.
Critical theory books. What do you think this means?
Whoever has lived here, they have some education and a certain set of interests.
Interesting.
Interesting.
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting on piles of soft-cover books. White linen and a pillow are visible under a worn-out caracal blanket.
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed.
How recently?
You force the rest of the sentence out through pain, thick as molasses, no longer able to hear yourself speak.
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead.
Alright, maybe a little shut-eye. Just an hour.
You face the concrete wall. There's less light there, in the dark corner. Like a dog, you lie there.
Curl up with your knees close to your chest.
The blanket feels cold. The entire room does. Concrete and cold. Minutes pass. Half an hour maybe. The sounds of the sea beyond grow distant. Your eyelids close. Until you feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mattress. Slowly, the world begins to hatch from the blackness. It's evening.
What's happened? Where's Kim gone? Kim? The lieutenant is no longer here. Go outside to the beach. Wait, we came in through here. Like, no, we... Why can I no longer go outside through here? Alright, we'll go this way then. The door is still here, closed. Feels strange somehow. You can't get in. But there is no other way. Right? Well, I can apparently get down there. So I assume that is the way. Yeah, okay. Kim? Where are you, Kim? Go down to the chain, there's something there. Which chain? I don't know which chain. Oh, this chain. Walk into the water. Now. You see her footprints on the water. No. Let's not. I don't want to. Don't think I've got any other option though. Further. But I don't want to, I'm gonna drown. Wait, I'm dreaming, aren't I? Walking across the water, of course I'm dreaming.
Dolores Day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state turns around to face you. She has an airship airbag in her hand. She seems to be in a hurry. Off to advise the Queen of Shest, most likely. This is the Holy Suzerain of Mwindi and Insulinda. Definitely not your wife. You need to talk to her. Think of the historical knowledge you could glean. I don't know, man. What is the Holy Suzerain doing here? Something seems off. Very off. Just let her go. Listen to me for once.
Go. Goodbye.
Is what you want to say, but you don't. Hammers clang in the distance. Children laugh.
I want to go.
Where? There's water all around. She turns her face and it's illuminated by the sign of the video rental. Red and cyan. I can't help you. I'm totally useless. Everything I've said is lies. I want the exact same bad things you want. To stand here like a pillar of salt, saying,
Something is off.
I'm sorry. I was heading to the aerodrome. I just don't have time to...
She stops mid-sentence, glances to her right, then looks at her bag. What's in the bag?
Just my scepter, my globe cruciger, a spare silk gown, a toothbrush, travel documents, the crown of immortality.
Crown of Immortality. Aren't you already wearing one?
Oh, this.
She corrects the wreath on her forehead.
This is just a wreath. The crown of immortality is made of rarefied light, mana and raw palladium. It was passed on to me by the rulers of late antiquity.
She looks at the suitcase, not knowing what more to say. Then, over her shoulder, silence. Her nuptial gown flows in the wind, wraps around her holy body.
Anyway,
Where are you going?
I'm going to Morova, to live there in Grad. It's 1 million kilometers away, Harry. Might as well be another lifetime.
Your skin is holy and soft.
No, Harry. It's just regular skin. I'm not as beautiful as you always thought I was. Let's not get into.
Yes, let's not. I'm sorry I said that.
It's okay.
She puts no effort into making it sound as if it's actually okay. Can you stay for a moment? We need to talk. We need to have one more massive epic showdown.
No, Harry. No. I don't want a massive epic showdown. I want to go to the aerodrome. I have tickets for the 10:20 flight to Morova. Really, we don't have anything to talk about anymore. Every combination of words has been played out. The atoms don't form us anymore. Us, our love, our unborn daughters, it's all gone. I have to go to the aerodrome. I have to leave Revachol and you. And you have to be alone. In hell, forever. That's just the way it is.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try now.
I mean, we've skilled into absolutely no suggestion, so let's not. I bought you this figurine of a headless fallen rider.
I don't want it. It looks expensive. I don't want it.
I thought you liked figurines. I thought the figurines were for getting you back.
That's not what figurines do, Harry.
But then the figurines don't do anything.
She looks at the headless found rider between your fingers and doesn't know what to say.
But what about dice? I had some custom dice made in this place, at Doom commercial area.
Harry, I don't want things. I want to go to the aerodrome.
Okay, I won't give you things then.
I didn't ask for things. It's too late to give me anything. I would have liked the headless fallen rider back then.
But that's not a very good way for things to be.
It's not. But
She looks at her feet. Little golden sandals cover her toes. But what? Tell me there's something good.
I don't know why I said but. There is no but.
That's it?
That's it, yes. We've talked about it 1,000,000 times. You will get over it, just like I did. People do. Things will get good for you again.
Where in hell? Stop. You're only making it worse for him. You never help with anything.
Maybe. I think I've reached the end of the investigation.
See? It just takes some time. For you, I think it'll take something like 20 years, maybe. It was hard for me too. I used to think I couldn't live without you.
She looks you straight in the eye. Her irises are light blue, flecked with green.
But I can.
20 years. That's so much time.
Yes. It only took me 1 year, maybe 2. Phew.
So you felt that way once, that you cannot live without me.
Yes. But that time is gone now. So very gone.
Okay then. Super okay, I still have other things I need to know.
What other things? We've been through all the things, Harry.
Get the feeling you're not really Dolores Day.
I don't know what you mean. Dolores Day?
She looks at you quizzically. It does not seem like a mystery she wants to get into. You're the ex-something.
Wasn't I Dolores Day just a second ago? Now I'm the X thing? You're confusing me. Look, I have to be at the Lausanne Aerodrome at 10:20 p.m. I still have a light rail to catch. I haven't even bought the tickets yet.
I'm glad we're having this conversation. I'm getting so much closure.
I'm glad too, but I have to go. My friends are waiting for me on the platform. I can't let them wait. It's impolite.
What?
Say nothing. Just look at her.
She does not look back. Instead, eyes her fingernails. They're bitten frayed. The evening wind blows in. The gown wraps around her like a white flag. 1,000 times you beat an animal. 1,000 times you've raised that fabric. What is underneath has always calmed you, centered you, made you sane. In your mind, you could still climb inside her bed. Still the only man.
You're the morning.
The morning? I don't understand.
I don't either. No, I meant mourning. I'm grieving, but you're not even dead.
Oh my god, Harry, stop. I don't want to hear anything about the morning. Mourning someone who's still alive. Any of that. I can't do that anymore. I'm not 80 years old, I'm 32. People my age are not supposed to mourn.
She breathes out. It sounds more angry than a sigh. On second thought, you're Dolores Day, queen regnant of the territories of Mundi and Insolent, and nothing else.
Yes, Harry. I am. Things have gotten much better for me, now that I am the ruler of the known world. Oh God, it's already so late. I have to go, Harry.
A tiny golden watch with red straps around her bony little wrists.
But you said I have a vast soul and you'll always come back to it.
We both said a lot of things. We were very young.
It was her. I can feel it. I can see it in her tender long fingers, in her wrists. Her hand wrote it, said those things.
Actually, you didn't say it. You wrote it in a letter, a handwritten letter. I kept it in my paperwork.
As Queen Regnant, I write a lot of letters.
She brushes a strand of white hair out her eye.
You need to recite it to her, for effect. All of it. No summaries. Yeah, put a stake through your heart. She'll get hurt too. Collateral damage. She won't get hurt. She'll bend out of the way.
We won't. You know what I mean. You left me letters saying you will always come back to me, but you can't believe how happy you are with me.
Okay, Harry. Okay. It was morning and you slept. The room smelled of cigarettes and Rowans. There was hoarfrost on the ground when I left. It was autumn, the first one we had together. But you have to understand, it was 1,000,000 years ago. No, it was 100 million years ago. I was someone else then. filled to the brim with love for you, hanging on your every word. Oh, Harry, you were the coolest. But I am no longer that person. This has taken her place. It will devour you. Harry, I will eat your mind.
The light of the video rental shines through her dress now. A DeLorean figure, cut in black, moves below. It's still her. Her legs, her breasts, her hips.
I was cool?
The coolest. With your leather jacket and your boot-cut pants, smoking in the bus stop. I wanted you to be the rest of my life that day. And you were. Some of it, at least. You were my first kiss, my first time to have sex, the first and worst time I fell in love. I will always have that with me. It's a fact. But that is all it is. It's like a ticket stub, Harry. It doesn't do anything anymore.
A ticket stub.
Yes, let's talk about that too. Let's bring it up, the zoo. In Le Jardin, the day we went east of the river, to the aquarium first, I was sad about my mother. I don't even know why. The shimmer of the fish tank on my face, the octopuses. It was just a day then, but to think, were we there now, you could touch my hair, kiss me, talk to me about anything, go virtually anywhere in the world. Not like now. Now our interactions are limited to pain and regret.
That's sharp and precise.
You're so sharp.
No, it's all you. I always loved you for it, but it could not save us. It could not make me stay. In the end, your mind just told you precisely how bad things are. And who would want to stay around for that?
You would be right to drown this shit in alcohol. Drown it until your neurons depolarize, until it's gone, melted.
Can't you turn back to the person you were? I can see her in you, under the gown and that wreath.
And my crown of immortality? No. You scared her out of me. With your crying, the awful time we wound up having. And the cheap rental flats you could afford. Can't you see? I can never think you're cool again. I can only think that way about new people.
A cheap rental with mold on the walls and the tap dripping.
Cheap flats, so the rich man took you from me.
Yes, I have found someone for whom I can feel the same. A copy of my love for you, only this time he is careful and rich. He will not lose me. It will go somewhere, it will grow. Harry, do you notice how none of this is very funny?
Yes, you are the least funny part about me.
I hate being that. I don't want to be anything for you. I hope the decades it takes for you to get over me have already passed.
Voyager Road. I know that place. Where is it?
It's here, Harry. We are on Voyager Road. At the end of it, 300 meters from the stop. We used to come here to rent videos.
The house.
There. You could not pay the electrical bill. It became a lightless tomb. The years you spent training for the militia, my parents' money, it was not good.
There was a bow collector, a light rail, streetcar number
42. That is the light rail that took me to Coron, to school and work. Every morning. It's the same stop I met you at, Harry. 100,000 million years ago. No human being should still remember the position of atoms such eons ago. It must feel unnaturally sad. A sadness so ancient, it is shared even by archaebacteria.
What now? What happens now? What is the next thing we talk about?
Is there really anything left? If not, we can always repeat one of the things we have already talked about. Talk about it again. If you do not feel like doing that, you should let me go to the aerodrome.
Don't go.
I have to, Harry. Really, I've already missed the 8:30. I'm gonna go now.
I was wrong. You don't have power over her anymore. You shouldn't have said that. I am wrong about everything. You should go on without me.
It's not the right text. You have sworn a holy oath, Harry. She herself begged you to not let her go. Hold on. What is there to do in Mirova?
Light, life, culture. It's so much better than here. Everything here reminds me of you and the horrible times we had. The nights we stayed up fighting for our dying love. I have to wipe it all off me and be clean again. I want to be a good person again. Not this. Not what you made me into.
But I swore I wouldn't let you go. You told me. You asked me to be this way.
That was someone else. I betrayed her, overwrote her, and I'm happier for it. And I'm really going now. The time is up. I must be on the 10:20 flight.
She turns. Will we ever see each other again?
I won't see you, but you will see me.
How can that be?
Oh, Harry. This is a dream. Can't you see? I'm already in Mirova by now. Who knows how long ago this happened? A year? 2? 5 years ago?
How will I see you again then?
Right here, tomorrow night. Once this dream starts happening, it keeps happening. 3 times a week, at least. And Harry, it really, really looks like it started happening again. There's the video rental. I'm suffocatingly beautiful. And young. And I smell of tutti frutti chewing gum. Like I did that time when I asked you for forgiveness. After leaving you the first time. So long ago.
But this is intolerably bad.
Oh yes, this is real darkness. It's not death, or war, or child molestation. Real darkness has love for a face. The first death is in the heart, Harry. See you tomorrow.
Him.
You're up quick. How was your sleep?
Let's solve the fucking case.
Are you sure you're okay? You thrashed around and you bolted up, half covered in blood from your wound.
Let's comb the entire island centimeter by centimeter. That's the next step in the task chain.
Okay.
He replies simply. Alright, I haven't looked at the chair yet.
Soft covers,
I
serial.
apparently have. Well, oh, that's all the same thing, I see. A moth-bitten bedsheet keeps the wind out. And a scarf. By the way, just... I want to put on gloves that I... or not gloves, equipment that I actually like in terms of what stats it gives me. I'd really like to be able to sort these by slot. What hats do I have? What's that do? Logic. I like logic. Conceptualization isn't bad. Do I have something better? What else do I have? Esprit de corps and visual calculus for the jacket. That's good. Don't really want drama. Interfacing. What do my current gloves have? Electrochemistry. Yep. On they go. +1 logic. Yep. On they go. Inland Empire. Boucher. My current shirt. Oh, let's wear the cuirass. Always a good thing. What are the current shoes? Those are good. I like those. So what do we need? Better scarf. We just picked up one. +2 empathy. Sure. And then we need better pants, and I think that'll be it. Yep. I really like that shirt too, but you know. Actually, let me just see it for now. Oh, well, the jacket covers it anyway, so who cares? Pants. 40 and suggestion. Not bad. Yeah, we'll take that. He actually looks quite nicely dressed now. Very nice. Alright, let's head down there. Take the magnesium and take all of that. This great blast door must weigh over 10 tons. Rust peels off it.
You see a small metal door nested inside a larger one. A heavy steel blast door. There is a conventional keyhole above the handle. It's very small.
What's on the other side?
Another part of the island, probably. The lock looks like it could still be usable.
How do we open this?
Maybe this is one of the doors we don't open?
He looks at the door, then at its bigger brother, then at the lock.
He's right. It would be better to open its big brother. A powerful engine hangs under the ceiling. It must control the blast door.
You're right. We opened the big one. Do you see controls anywhere?
I think there's a console just southeast. Let's look around. Getting the blast door open seems like the best plan.
Yep. Alright. Southeast. I guess that way. Here we go. There's the console.
Green paint flecks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet. There are rows of switches on the front panel, a frequency band, and even a keyboard.
Run your fingers across the keyboard.
The keys rattle like teeth. This keyboard hasn't been functional in decades.
What is this then?
The console of an antique computation device. The generator upstairs, with wires coming out. They terminate here.
Could this open the blast door?
I think, yes. Let's see. That one. The emergency open.
Push! Light interior. No. You know what?
The lighting
Sure.
in the room turns on with a sizzle, a dim ambient orange.
Slide the radio dial.
The dial slides under the glass, dark and silent. Restoring electric power has not breathed life into it.
Alright, turn emergency open.
The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in.
That's a lot of dust. Hasn't been open in a while, I take it.
After you.
What's there?
I don't know.
What if we get into another fight?
Don't worry. I have a gun.
He takes out his sidearm, checks the barrel, then holsters it again. I also have a gun.
I know. It was not easy to acquire.
Let's go. Off into this area. And outside.